All right, Disney, you sold me. You can go ahead and remake all your movies now. I'm on board.
It's a honey sash for winter.
Have you lost your mind?
You said you wouldn't get mad.
Did you listen to anything Akira taught you? There's no place in the jungle for these tricks. You want to do this, you do this in the man village.
But I'm helping Baloo get ready for hibernation.
Bears don't hibernate in a jungle. What are you teaching him?
Not full hibernation, but I nap a lot.
The Jungle Book is the live-action remake of the animated film from 1967 about a young boy who wakes up in the jungles of India, tries to figure out who he is and what's going on around him with the help of his animal friends. The movie was made almost 50 years ago. Is there still something to mine here? Here's 5 things you might want to know about The Jungle Book. Let's go ahead and start with the comparison to the original, because I think that's a dangerous thing, but let's get it out of the way. The 1967 animated film is a completely different movie than this. There are things that are left out, there are new things that are added, the themes are different, the story is even different. All that is intentional and I think serves the movie well. However, I will say, the one thing that I didn't like about this movie, because I really did love a lot of it, is the fact of that kind of comparison that happens when a remake happens. You're thinking about that through the movie, so it can be distracting. It was especially evident to me when the musical numbers would come up, because this movie doesn't feel like a musical, where the original animated movie does. It has kind of that more humorful tone. So those stood out to me a little bit as a negative, but still, it's not something you can help when you decide to remake a beloved movie. Now that that's out of the way, let's get to the various reasons I thought this movie was incredible. Let's start with the realism. The CG in this is great. The human CG interaction. These animals are gorgeous. Even though they are speaking English, which, by the way, normal animals don't do, you completely buy into it because it feels so real and you just kind of buy into the world. Plus, with as real as the animals are, the intensity of the animal attacks, the things that the animals do, all that feels even more intense and has you on the edge of your seat. I will say for younger kids, it's a surprising PG because some of that animal intensity is really strong. Still, though, it's incredible, and I think it serves the movie well because it just feels so real and genuine. You feel like you're in this world. It's not just the animals that work in this. Man, Mowgli is great too. Neil Sethi, I think is the kid's name. First performance, as far as I can tell, knocks it out of the park. The perfect representation of this kid that was in the original animated film. Add to that the fact that he's showing joy, curiosity, and the intensity that it takes in a movie like this to make it believable. I bought everything he did. I love this character, and a lot of that has to do with his performance. So well done from him. The other human who deserves a lot of credit here is the one behind the camera. That's Jon Favreau. I really think he is one of the reasons this movie works so well. He gets, first of all, action. The action in this is intense and keeps you on the edge of your seat. He gets how to bring you from one action beat to a little bit of a downbeat back into the action. Like, he gets the rhythm of that very, very well directed. He also gets how to tell a story, which is even probably more important. He weaves it into these character moments, these beloved characters that we know from the original, how they're used in this is scripted beautifully and then also directed beautifully. So both areas, action and story, I really think Favreau does a great job here. But the main thing I loved about it, this movie means something. The themes and message of this film are really valuable and I think really done well. It's about human beings and the differences that we have as humans, and are we going to use those to be destructive or are we going to use those to build up? Very central theme to how I want to live my life and who I want to be. And I love it when a movie can not only make me care about the characters, which a lot of movies can do through storytelling, those kind of things, but also help me grow as a human being. And I really felt like this movie accomplished that. Overall, I feel like The Jungle Book is a very valuable remake of the original. It hits every note exactly as it should be. Even if you're distracted a little bit by the comparison game, you still should have a great time. Overall, I give it an A-. Thanks for checking out this Your Movie Friend review. We'll get to the best ever challenge here in a bit. First, I want to let you know some other ways you can interact here. Click the cards up here for links to other reviews, the website, other stuff like that. You can also follow me on Periscope. Just search for my name, Aaron Dicer. on Periscope. I'll pop in there, review movies there sometimes as well. And the podcast every week is a great place to tune in. SiftPop, SiftPop. We have a different pop culture guru on every week to chat about movies, television, other pop culture stuff. It's a great time. All right, on to the Best Ever Challenge. This is where you name the best ever movie in a particular category. Also try to guess my choice in the comments. Let's go with the best jungle movie ever. So the best movie set in a jungle ever. For mine, I'm going to go with the one that was probably King Louie from The Jungle Book. Probably his favorite growing up. Probably helped him decide kind of who he wanted to be. His career choice, if you will. Take a guess at mine in the comments. Leave your choice there as well. And always, the first person to guess mine right does get a point. Here is 5 extra seconds for you to hit the subscribe button. Just click the logo right down in this corner. If you want to see more reviews, they'll head your way.